The eThekwini Municipality has confirmed it will not meet a deadline of today to fix the water problems in the Verulam area. The Water and Sanitation Minister, Newzroom had said last week the problems would be sorted out today. Roshan, Lil-Ruthan, is the spokesperson for the Verulam Water Crisis Committee. Roshan, good afternoon to you. So the city had until the end of today to fix its problems. It failed to do that. Has it made any progress at all?
Well, good afternoon, Stephen. Well, in fact, a little progress has indeed been made. And from what we are told from a morning's meeting with the minister, that there's approximately 6 faulty valves that need to be replaced. And in fact, there's a lot of engineering work to be done in order for those valves to be replaced, because these valves are about 8 to 10 years old.
So the valves need to be replaced. I would imagine that there would be a sort of replacement schedule, and clearly they weren't replaced according to that schedule.
100%. In fact, Stephen, one of the issues that are raised with the minister and with eThekwini and Umgeni Tukela were also present was that why did it take this crisis for them to realize that they have not serviced these valves in the last 10 years? And if you paid attention to the conference that the city held yesterday, they openly admitted that these valves were not serviced. And that is a serious indictment on the part of eThekwini, which shows a blatant failure on their part to maintain an aqueduct, including all of its serviceable parts. I mean, it's clear as daylight that they have now admitted to a complete failure of servicing key parts that would ensure the flow of water to our suburbs and our communities.
They had this deadline. How can they not have met the deadline? I mean, they must know when the deadline was set. They must have known what needed to be done. They must have known where their own assets, these valves, actually were. Have they given any reason as to why they couldn't meet it? Was there, bad weather or something?
Well, let me tell you, Durban has had such fantastic weather in the past 2 weeks that we are experiencing temperatures ranging between 34 to 38 degrees even today. So bad weather is definitely not the excuse. What it is poor planning and poor understanding of their own system. We had eThekwini speak to us a few days ago, indicating that they may not meet the deadline. And we told them, that is not our problem as a community, that's your problem. You gave the minister the 15th February as the date. The minister announced it publicly in a community meeting on 2 separate occasions, one in Verulam before 2,500 residents, and another between 800 residents in Phoenix. And the minister reiterated it on national television that same day to indicate, come hell or high water, eThekwini would be meeting that 15 February date. Now, yesterday, the municipality, without informing the minister or myself as a stakeholder, that they were now having a private conference in the ICC to tell the community that they were not going to meet the deadline. I mean, if I'm a role player and the minister is a critical role player and we both are not invited to this press conference, what credibility does the municipality have?
The minister has said previously that he wants to intervene in eThekwini. He wants national government to intervene. Now eThekwini's missed this deadline. Do you think he needs to go ahead and do that?
Well, I believe he can do it. Remember, eThekwini is known as a water services authority, and they are merely the distributors of water, which they receive from the Department of Water and Sanitation through Umgeni Tukela. I believe it would be the best decision ever for the minister to place this eThekwini Water and Sanitation under an agency, because clearly they have dismally failed the people of this particular municipality.
You've written also to the Human Rights Commission, as I understand it. The Human Rights Commission has conducted some investigations in some areas where there have been water problems. What do you want them to do now?
Well, I have formally, last night, written to the Commissioner for the Human Rights Commission, and I've now formally asked them to open an investigation. You see, what they've been doing in the last month, they've been fact-finding, and they've been trying to assist the parties to avoid a meltdown in negotiations and and to prevent the communities from taking to the streets. So that's really been the intervention. Now I've escalated it. I have formally asked the Commission to register an investigation and to launch a full commission and investigate the conduct of whoever has deliberately withheld water from our communities. And when that investigation is initiated, it could mean criminal action against whoever has hindered the supply of water, or whoever has sabotaged the water network, or whoever has vandalized the equipment, to be held criminally liable. That's the most important step for me now.
Roshan, Lil-Ruthan, thank you. Spokesperson for the Verulam Water Crisis Committee. Do appreciate the time with